Go ahead, Jake.
All right, Coach, you want to start with the opening?
This is my grandson, Tom. Charlie, Tom's son. You ready?
Yes.
La Tech's always a tough out. They're well coached. Their kids, they've got good size, good lateral quickness, good basketball IQ. They play a zone in and out with zone and man, and they're strong. They got size on the inside, and they're just a tough matchup. I knew coming in it was going to be tough. They played Western close Thursday, but proud of our players. Really proud of them. We finally got to doing what we wanted to do offensive wise, and then it was over with. But again, you come back to the defensive side of the ball. You held a Division I basketball team. I think they're averaging 67 points a game, and we held them in the 40s. Am I right on that? 43 points. So that's big. You got to come back down on that defensive side. And one in particular, young lady, I thought Savannah Davis grew up for me tonight. Didn't get any points. I don't know about her assists and rebounds. Let's see what she did here. But I know one thing. She didn't get any rebounds, but she was defending the heck out of their players, and her being a freshman. Proud of that. Very proud of it. Told her that in the dressing room, and I'll tell you all that also.
Coach Jalen obviously broke the record very early on tonight with that corner three in the first 30 seconds. When you were recruiting her from Macon County, did you think she had the potential to be the all-time leader in three-pointers here at Middle Tennessee?
You don't ever think about that stuff, Sam, but I knew she was a great shooter. More than anything, I knew that she was a winner. I'd seen her play at our camps for 5 or 6 years since she was in junior high, and then she goes in, and then Macon County just has a fantastic 4 years while she's there. I saw her in travel team ball. She played with my son's team. She's a winner. She's done, and that's what we recruit here is winners, and a competitor. I tell you what, as valuable as Nos is, I guess Nos got a double-double, didn't she? What'd she get?
22 and 15.
As valuable as Nos is, rebounding the basketball and blocking shots, Jalen Gregory's just as valuable on that perimeter.
And how meaningful for you as a coach having a former player on staff be able to hand the ball to a teammate of hers that broke the record?
That's big. And then you had another one sitting in the crowd, Brandy Brown. I think she's in the record book on three. She was in the crowd today, so what a great three-point shooter she was. Her daughter came in the dressing room afterwards, took some selfies.
It was clear y'all found your rhythm against the zone, particularly in the second quarter. How did y'all work on sort of the zone offense this week to get back to where you wanted to be?
Well, more and more people's going to play a zone, so we got to be ready for that. We didn't do a good job at times handling it. We've got too good of shooters for people to play a zone. Really, with one good shooter, we ought to be able to beat a zone. Well, we got 4 or 5 good shooters. So, and then you got Nos inside they got to respect. So, we've just got to do a better job passing the ball, pass it quicker, pass it to the right man. We missed some open three-point shooters 2 or 3 times there. We got to do a better job of that.
Coach, between the first and second quarter ended 16-15, and then second quarter was 15-9. What was the discussion in between the first and second?
Keep them off the foul line. If you go back and look, I think they had 2 field goals in the first quarter, I believe. And then we kept them off the foul line in the second quarter, and that way we were able to extend the lead a little bit. But that was it, keeping them off the foul line. How many turnovers did we have?
14.
And they had 20? Okay.
Coach, you've had some more players in that 4 spot with Alina's lower leg injury. How you've graded out some of those girls that are playing there, like Stacy and Emily?
Very happy with them right now. I'm very happy with Munson, very happy with Stacy, very happy with Davis. Very happy with them. We didn't get Jada in tonight, and we didn't get either one of the Jadas in. So both of them we could have used. But I felt like when Cal fouled out, we needed Gregory in, and we needed Davis in because they're such great shooters. And then, Davis shot the ball how many times tonight? 3 or 4 times. Shot it 3 times, 0 for 3. But all 3 of them was on the rim. So we got to be happy with that.
Coach, you mentioned the defense at the top. It's the 10th time y'all have had a team under 30% from the field, sort of collectively. What do your team do so well? Is it just the scouting thing? Is it an energy thing that makes that level of consistency defensively?
I think it's all. I think it's everything you just mentioned. I think the fact that they buy into the scout. I think the fact is they take a lot of pride in their defense. and then you go back to the energy. We're in great shape, and so that we have to be in great shape playing for 6, 7 people. Now that we're playing more, it's going to help that out a little bit.
Thank you, Coach.
No, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Jalen, I think you probably knew you were close to the record, coming into the day. But what was it like getting that ball from Courtney at the end, knowing you passed your teammate for that record, and sort of just celebrating that with everybody on the court at the end of the game?
Yeah, it's a very special moment. I mean, obviously, I've lived with Courtney a couple years when she was here, and so she's one of my good friends. And just being able to it come from her, it was a special moment. But the three-point record, it doesn't just come from me. Of course, I have to make the shot, but it comes from my teammates getting me open and just them passing me the ball, Nos working down low, drawing so many people, and then the kick out. And so it's all thanks to them is why I get that.
Nos, you've been Jalen's teammate for all 300, 3 of those 3-pointers now. What do you remember about her outside shooting? Maybe when you first came in as a freshman, you saw her maybe in practice for the first time, about her ability shooting the ball from the outside.
Well, first practice I can barely remember, honestly. I could barely speak English or understand anybody, so we're not going to talk about that. But the first couple of games, I definitely knew, second straight shoots, I knew it was going in. I always said I'll go rebound, but, I knew I don't really have to work for the rebound because I knew it was going in because she's the best shooter we got.
And then, Jalen, y'all really worked hard on zone offense this week, to try to attack the zone. La Tech zoned y'all a lot today. What do y'all think y'all did better, with that today to get some shots, particularly for Nas inside?
I think just not standing around. People think that's the solution to guard us, but in all reality, we've had multiple games of where we played against the zone and we've beat it. And in the games that we've lost against zone, it's just because we beat ourselves. We didn't make shots. We didn't finish the play with a rebound and stuff. And so just moving the ball and staying active and keeping it going just keeps us going.
El Paso is kind of a tough trip. I mean, it's the farthest in Conference USA you have to go. They always kind of give you guys some fits, and I guess whoever really wants to answer it, I know you both have experienced the atmosphere down there. Tell me a little bit about the preparation, because the last road trip, you lost in Bowling Green. So how does that mentality kind of carry over into El Paso to get back on that win streak?
Okay. I think it doesn't matter where we play. Of course, we love playing at home. We have our fans behind us, but we have to do a better job of carrying our own energy. And so I think playing at WKU, it's a rival game. Okay, they're going to come back in here, so we get a rematch there. But I think just traveling, being on the road, we've got to really just pull together and keep our energy up.
No, something Coach has been complimentary of is the defense these last couple of games. Tell me about your game. You got 5 blocks tonight, 15 rebounds. I mean, how personal do you take the defensive coverage in practice?
I always take it personal no matter what we do in the preparation, the scout, because I feel like this year started with those big teams like we have Kansas State, Iowa State, and those post players, and you have to work hard. No matter how I play on offense, I'll have to work hard on defense. And that helped me prepare to maybe not as great teams, but still pretty tough teams where I have to work hard with post, and also help to all of my teammates.
Nas, you had a big second half today. What was the discussions in halftime and then into that second half that led to you having such a big second half?
Well, the biggest problem I had is probably that I wasn't finding the rim fast enough with my eyes, so the shot I was taking most of them wasn't bad shots. It's just the way how I finish it. So I just kept working, and I knew it was going to fall in, especially if I just find the rim faster. Yeah.
Jalen, circling back to your record-breaking shot there in the first quarter, the last 2 games you've been getting kind of close to it. Were there any maybe additional nerves going into this one, knowing that you were so close to hitting it?
I wouldn't really say nerves. It's just I could hear the talk about it. And, sometimes it's hard to cancel out that talk. No matter if it's just about, that record or other things in general. And so I think personally it's just something I've got to figure out to just block out. But I've broke it now, and so we're in the clear now.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.